Okay, hi everyone.
Hello.
Hello, good afternoon. Lisa, how are you?
Even though it's not a normal Friday, I'm happy.
Yes,
How are
it's
you?
not a no- I'm the same. It's not a normal Friday, but it's still a Friday, so we should celebrate.
Exactly. We have to celebrate the small things at the moment.
We do. And in normal times, in normal circumstances, a good way to celebrate on a Friday would be a night at the cinema.
Yeah, this is true. This is true. To do something nice, to go to the cinema. So hopefully, in a while we will be able to do the same again.
I hope so. But I am sure that many of our students and many of our teachers have been watching a lot of films and television at home at this time.
Exactly. Exactly. With Disney Plus, Amazon Prime, Netflix,
Yeah,
for sure. I'm sure there are lots of people watching a lot of films and TV series. So guys, if
absolutely.
you're watching, please say hello. Tell us your name and where you live. Okay, please say hello right to us. Okay, we want to hear who's there.
We
Okay.
do, yeah, absolutely.
Uh,
Let us know.
as you can see, we just have a warning here because YouTube have told us there are some problems because of a lot of people online. So it's just to let you know.
Yeah, so we will do our best. But, for example, I've turned off my camera. So
Mhm.
we hope that helps. In the meantime, the most important thing I think is that you can hear us. So even if the videos aren't working, as long as you can see the lesson and see the screen, we should be okay.
Exactly. And we have, so hi Domenico. So Domenico from Bari is with
Hello,
us.
Domenico.
Fantastic.
Welcome. Welcome. Nice to having you
Hello.
here. Hello. Lisa,
Lovely
we haven't
passing picture.
we haven't introduced ourselves. I just thought
Yeah, we should introduce ourselves.
we should. Okay, why don't you go ahead first? Ladies first.
Okay, thank you. So hello, my name is Lisa. So I am from Ireland.
Woo-woo.
Okay, I'm from Ireland. Yay. Uh, but I've been living in Italy for 2.5 years. I'm 29 and I work in Maies Meravigli in Milan, so in the center of Milan, with my lovely colleague Liam down here.
Hello, guys. Yeah, my name is Liam. I am 30 years old. I am from Manchester in the United Kingdom. Those of you who know Manchester, it's the Paris of the North.
Mhm.
Um, it is very nice to be with you today. And yeah, I'm a colleague of Lisa's at Maies Milano Meravigli. And I've lived in Italy for over 3 years now. And I've been living in Milan for just over 2 years. When I first moved here, I was in, sorry, Emilia Romagna, but now I live here in Milan with my partner. All right. So,
Excellent.
guys, like we say, as you join the lesson, tell us where you're from. Tell us what you do, what school you go to. We want to know as much as possible. We love to see where our audience is from. Okay.
Exactly. And we're going to be talking about a night at the cinema. So it might be a good idea to ask people, what was the last film you saw?
Oh, very
Just to
good.
kind of kick
Yeah,
things off. So guys,
absolutely.
tell us, what was the
Well,
last film you saw?
yeah, I can tell you that I watched a film last night, Lisa.
Really?
Yes, my girlfriend and I, we wanted a bit of escapism. We wanted a bit
Mm-hmm.
of a break from reality. We wanted some fun. And so we watched the first Pirates of the Caribbean film,
Ah, okay, excellent.
which
Wow, that's kind of a throwback.
is it?
A little bit, yeah, because I remember it when I was in secondary school
Ah,
at this
okay.
stage.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's true.
it's,
Yeah, that is true. It does remind us of being teenagers. I had
yeah,
forgotten. I had forgotten how good it is and how entertaining it is.
yeah,
It was
yeah.
a
It is. It's really good. I remember watching it several times.
It is, yeah. But it is, I remember, it's very long. It's about 2 hours and 25 minutes.
Yeah. That's crazy. I'm tempted now to watch it because I haven't seen it in years.
Well, I'd recommend it. It was very good fun. We both really enjoyed watching it. In particular,
Yeah.
Johnny Depp and also Jeffrey Rush, who plays the villain, the antagonist, Captain Barbossa. Jeffrey Rush is one of my favorite actors anyway, but in this, he's particularly good, I think.
Yeah, I remember him. Also, we have Pasquale just joined us as well from the Amalfi Coast.
Um,
So tell us.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just putting up here because I used the
Yeah,
word
sorry, go
villain,
ahead,
and
Liam.
maybe some of the students aren't. No, sorry, this is the connection problem. I was just saying
Yeah.
that, villain. Okay, I use that word to describe Captain Barbossa. He's a villain. That is the antagonist in a story. So a film, a book, a play, etc. The villain is the antagonist. So famous examples like Hannibal Lecter, Darth Vader, the shark in Jaws. These are all villains. These are all villains.
Exactly. Great examples.
Yeah. Hello, Florine. Florine, and you're from Milan. Nice of you. Ah, Florine, I know you. I think, Florine, if I'm right, you joined Myers Meraviglia recently, and you are from Romania, if I remember correctly. Maybe he'll tell us, because from the name. And
Yeah.
Leah is from Modena. Ah, woo woo! We love Modena because my girlfriend's from Carpi, Leah. So I'm very familiar with Modena.
Yeah, you're right, Liam. It is Florian.
Ah, very good. Well, welcome, Florin.
Good
Nice
memory.
to have you with us. Yeah, it's the last name. It's the giveaway. It's a very Romanian last name.
Yeah, exactly. So, guys, we were asking you to tell us what was the last film you watched. Okay, so tell us what was the last film you've watched, because as we said at the beginning, with us all staying at home, we are probably watching a lot more films, a lot more TV series.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Oh my God, Leah lives in
Yeah.
Carpi. She's from Anna's hometown.
Ah,
All right, well,
excellent.
that's very sweet, Leah. Well, so, all right, great. I love it. Small world.
Really
Raffaele.
good.
Hi, Raffaele. I'm Raffaele. I live in Vietri sul Mare in Salerno. Very good. And Vincenzo
Excellent.
says also from Salerno. Fantastic. Lisa, what was the last film you
Brilliant.
watched?
Excellent. Oh my God. I shouldn't have asked this question because I can't remember. I've been watching a lot of TV series. So probably the last film I watched was something stupid like oh God, I'm trying to think. Probably. Oh no, actually, you know what? I think it's Aaron Brockovich. So that's not bad.
Oh, good film. Good film.
Aaron Brockovich. Yeah. Really, really good.
Really
So
good.
yeah, I've seen it a lot of times, but yeah, it's really good. Or
Is
at
that one
least
of
the
your
last one I can
favorites?
remember. Not one of my all-time favorites, but it's very, very good and it's
I
very
think
interesting.
it is. And it's a great story because it's a true story.
Exactly. It's very interesting. I love films like that are true stories. I think it's really interesting. I get very interested in like reading more about the actual story afterwards, finding out more about it. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'd recommend then you go see, or you see if you could when it comes out, Dark Waters, the film that came out recently with Mark Ruffalo.
Wait, is that? Wait, no, I'm thinking of. There's a book I read called Dark Waters. Is that? No,
Possibly.
it's different.
It may be. I don't know. But it's a very similar story. It's about a chemical company doing very bad things in their local community and a lawyer trying to expose them.
It's a different story to the book I read. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I've heard that's actually quite good.
Raphael says, I was watched last film in the my
Ah,
bath. Okay, Raphael, sorry, I don't understand that. Lisa, can you decode that?
I think for some reason he was watching a film in the bathroom. Maybe. Maybe. And it's called The Hole,
There is
potentially.
there was a horror film, I think, called The Hole
Yeah.
about 20 years ago with Keira Knightley, I believe.
Yeah, exactly. So maybe it's that one,
Maybe it's
potentially.
maybe Raffaele, just try and um, reorganize that sentence, maybe because it's a bit unclear
Yeah.
what you're saying here.
Yeah. And if you
Pasquale,
were watching film in the bathroom, why?
yeah, and how also. Pasquale says the last film I watched. So Pasquale, because we need a definite article. The last film I watched
Mhm.
was Dolittle. Yes, the remake of Doctor
Hmm.
Dolittle with Robert Downey Jr.
Oh, wow. Okay, I haven't seen that. That sounds interesting.
Yeah. Okay, so Florence, same thing. So yeah, the last film, guys. Yeah, we need to say. I'll just put it up here. Okay, the
Hmm.
last film I watched. Okay, was so Florence. We would say though was because it was the last, so it's
Hmm.
previous. It was Due Papi. Yes, the two popes. An interesting real
Hmm.
story about Papa Francesco or Pope Francis, because we anglicize it in English
Hmm.
to Francis. Pope Francis and his life. Yeah, the two popes. Very good film. I watched that as well. Very good film.
Very good. Excellent. So it did some different genres. So kids films, horror films, uh,
Mm,
I guess true story, but biographical
yeah,
films.
like
Yeah.
biopic. Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. So Raffaele has just clarified the last film I watched. So the last film I watched and then was The Hole. Okay, was The Hole.
Was exactly.
Okay. And Domenico, so I saw The Never Ending Story. Wow. Never Ending
Ah,
Story on Netflix.
yeah, that's one of Anna's
Excellent.
favorites. I've never seen it.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah, it's very cute. It reminds me of childhood. Exactly.
Vincenzo
Perfect,
says,
Vincenzo. You just corrected.
good. Yeah, the last film I watched, but again, was. Oh, no, he's done it. Sorry, he did it.
Yeah.
Excellent, Vincenzo. Excuse me. Was Il Ladro di Sogni, the Dream Thief. Or the
Mm,
Dream Thief or the Dream Stealer. Very good. Excellent.
excellent. Really good, guys. That's brilliant. So, we might just talk a little bit about what we're going to discuss, and we'll also discuss more as well apart from this, but just about going to the movie theater, which again I think it's worth saying. So, movie theater is just another way to call the cinema.
Mm,
Okay, it's more. Do you think this, Liam? It's more American movie
absolutely.
theater.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Movie theater is
Mm,
definitely American English.
yeah.
Well, and okay, because I think sometimes in America they just say at the theater or at the movies. They can break it.
Exactly.
Because
Yeah.
Lisa, we would say at the cinema,
Exactly.
wouldn't we?
Yeah.
Or Lisa, I don't know
Cinema.
if this is a British thing, but in Ireland, would you say at the pictures?
Yes, we say it too.
Yes.
Pictures.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I suppose we have a lot of different ways to say this.
There are, because you can also say there are so many. The flicks as well.
Hmm. Yep.
Yeah, but when I was growing up, it was always at the cinema or at the pictures.
Exactly. Yeah. So there can be lots of different ways to refer to it, but obviously these are just other ways to talk about the cinema. The cinema. And Leah as well said, I watched. Wow. Okay. Fantastic. I watched Barbarella.
With Jane
Barbarella.
Fonda.
Excellent. Okay. It's so just there we would say it's an old film. It's an old film with Jane Fonda and Master Ianni. Fantastic.
Very good. Good
Really good. It's a
selection.
classic. It's a classic. Very, very good. Then we're just going to do a little bit of vocabulary about buying tickets. So some conversation practice about buying tickets. Talking about food and drinks, which also I'm sure everyone has their favorite snacks at the moment.
Absolutely.
Exactly. And just talking about movies in general, like we've already started to do.
Vincenzo's got a question. Vincenzo says, cinema, pictures or film? Great question, Vincenzo. Cinema or pictures is the location. Film is the movie. The film is what you watch. So if you like, you watch a film at the cinema. Think of it like that.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, when we refer to the pictures, the cinema, the movie theater, those are just different ways to call the place where you go. Okay.
All right. So let's jump right in.
Yeah, so just to kind of, we talked a little bit about some different genres, but then these are, okay, so some other genres as well, just to take a look at the vocabulary. So guys, take a look at this, okay? Take a look at these, look at the pictures, okay? And try and match, so the letters of the pictures to the genre, okay? So the genre is what we say for the type of film, okay? So the type of film. Perfect, exactly. So yeah, so as Liam has here, a genre can be for books, TV series, music, also for plays, okay? It's the type, okay? The type of anything, the genre.
Great. I think Vincenzo's jumped right in. He says A is a cartoon.
Fantastic. Yeah, and to be honest, there's also another way we could call this as well. Like I would say animated film.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. So
yeah, I don't know.
Animation.
I mean, yeah, animated film or animation. Yeah, because I think animated film. I guess because the difference would be an animated film could be a film for adults. You could have an animated horror film, but a cartoon we usually specify that's for children, don't we?
Yeah. That's true. Yeah, cartoons for kids and sometimes also, well, actually, most of the time I think we use it a lot to talk about kids, what kids watch, cartoons.
Yes.
Like the short TV series.
So, yeah, like, Animaniacs, for example.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, we have lots of answers coming in. This is fantastic, guys. So there's a bit of debate about B.
Okay,
this is really good.
Yeah.
Do you want to explain this first, Liam, before we go on?
Yeah, I'm just saying, all cartoons are animated, but not all, sorry, there's a spelling mistake here. Not all animated films are cartoons. So what I mean by that is a cartoon for children, things like Bugs Bunny, Mickey Mouse, for example, those are always animated. But an animated film as well, you can have animated films. There are animated horror films, animated drama films, animated war films, for example. So an animated film doesn't always mean that it's for children.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's very true. It's very true. Whereas a cartoon is usually for children. A cartoon. Really good. So for B, so there are a lot of mixed answers. In this case, what they've said is action. But to be honest, so also, for example, Leah said fantasy film. Is it correct? So we could, because like sometimes we'd also say superhero movie.
Yes, absolutely. Movie. Yeah, totally.
As well. So, but also, yeah, fantasy. Sometimes with superheroes, it's fantasy, so it's more like in space, something like this. So yeah, that's another thing we can say, fantasy.
And then I think in C, that looks to me like someone has thrown is it a pie in someone's face?
Yeah, exactly. It's someone has thrown a pie, so it is. So I think the guys are right with this. Comedy. Okay, comedy.
Very good. Yeah, fantastic.
Okay, and then so fantastic. You guys have it. So D is romance.
Very
Brilliant.
good.
And then we have Flori has all of them. Hang on.
Yeah, Florin, and also Pasquale's just jumped in with lots of them here. It's like
Yeah,
I think this must be. I think there's a lot of traffic in the comments, so they're probably piling up
crossing.
and then flying in.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah. This is part of the problem. So yeah. So E, fantastic. So E is science fiction. Okay, science
Very
fiction.
good. Yeah,
F,
fantastic. And science fiction,
very
guys.
eerie.
Yeah, science fiction. Sorry, just to say, we sometimes just abbreviate science fiction to sci-fi. Okay, it's so, and that's the pronunciation of it changes a bit. You know, sci-fi. Okay, science fiction.
Exactly. So yeah, we commonly say this instead, sci-fi. Sci-fi. Okay. Then the next one, so F, like you guys said, horror.
Horrible image, isn't it? It's very
I know
grisly.
it's terrible. It's like someone's just been murdered. But we also have, so another term we can say is, it's a little bit different, but a thriller. Okay, a thriller. So a horror and a thriller. I
Yes.
always say a horror is something gory with blood. It's very ugly. A horror. Whereas a thriller is scary. It's frightening. So it's less, I guess, I don't know, less messy is the way I think of it. A thriller, but
See,
it's
I don't know.
similar.
See, I don't know because I feel because with horror films, then because the thing is, all of these we can't get into it now, can we? But they all have subgenres, don't they? You know, horror
Yeah,
films, for example, have so many different types. Yeah, I don't
yeah.
know the difference between horror and thriller. It's interesting, isn't it, to think about a simple way to divide them.
Yeah, I just think about like a horror is one, sometimes it's difficult to look at because it might be a bit gory, a bit ugly. Whereas a thriller, it's frightening as well, but it's not as gory, if that makes sense.
I put up my very simplistic definition in the comments.
That's better.
I don't know. That's the
Very
first thing
good.
that came into my mind. I've no idea if that's a good way of, horror is fear, thriller is that feeling of being a bit uncomfortable and a bit tense, maybe. Oh, I think Lisa's frozen a second, but it's okay. We'll carry on.
Yeah,
Leah.
that fear.
Oh no, she's back.
Thriller, tense, and frozen expression.
No, we've got you back. We've
Hello.
got you. We've got you.
Sorry, I fell asleep.
Just had a power nap.
Yeah.
All right, very good. But yeah, Leah, you're absolutely right. G is a documentary. Okay, G is a documentary.
Excellent. Really, really good.
And
then H. Okay. All we can decide from the picture is that she looks upset, so it must be a drama.
Yeah, it's interesting choice, but okay.
Yeah,
and yeah. So guys, like we said, all of these have they have subgenres, what we call. So with horror, there can be different types of horror. With comedy, there can be different types of comedy. Sometimes you get a blend. For example, one very popular brand of film is the romantic comedy or rom-com. Sometimes, we said before science fiction, sci-fi. Well, so now we talk about romantic comedies like rom-coms. So, for example, a classic example would be Bridget Jones' Diary. That's a classic example of a rom-com.
Yeah.
And a great film.
Yeah, it's very good. Okay, yeah, so rom-com. So that's really, yeah. So you can have, and also you can have, for example, I don't know, romantic drama. a sci-fi action movie. Like you can have a mix
Yes.
like this.
Yeah, totally. Okay, fantastic. Leah says, I don't love horror, I'm happy. No, very good, Leah. I think, yeah, Leah, I guess you mean that you're a positive person. You don't like scary things. I like that. That's really
Yeah.
good. That's great.
Yeah, you prefer to watch happy things.
Florian's saying comedy and drama. I think he's saying these are his favorite genres, for example. Yeah, comedies and
Yeah.
dramas. Fantastic. Really good. Yeah.
Excellent.
Lisa,
Yeah.
what about you?
So yeah, guys.
Do you have a favorite genre, or
Yeah.
maybe one or two?
Yeah, so I always say for me it depends on my mood, what I like to watch. Because I
Yes.
think you have to be in a certain mood to watch a certain thing. But I do love I love kind of, I would say also one that's not here, mysteries. Mysteries. It's
Oh,
not here.
that's good. Yeah, mystery.
Yeah.
What would be just
Yeah.
maybe so the students know? Could you
Mm.
think of a good example of it, like a
A
mystery
mystery.
film?
Mystery film, like maybe for example, I don't know if this is accurate enough, but like Gone Baby Gone.
Yes,
Uh, like where in that case, okay, it's a bit of a drama, but also you have the mystery of finding out what happened.
absolutely.
Um, or maybe like with a detective film, I don't know.
Absolutely. Pasquale
Yeah,
says, my favorite genres are sci-fi, action, and cartoon. Very good. Good mix.
excellent, really good. What about you, Liam? Do you have a favorite genre?
I'm like you, Lisa. It depends what mood I'm in.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that I am a particular fan of dramas and documentaries in particular. If we're looking at these
Hmm.
examples, dramas and documentaries would be some of my favorites.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. No, I think as well when you find a good documentary, it's really, really interesting. Um and yeah, I think dramas as well can be but they can be very tiring to watch. So I find it difficult to watch to watch very serious things right now.
I think, yeah, it depends what the documentary is about. I mean, I think you have to find lighter documentaries at this time.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, excellent. And Domenico has shared his. So just be careful there with the spelling, but that could be a typo. My favorite
Yeah.
genres are cartoon,
Ends,
action,
action,
and
and
documentary.
documentaries. Awesome. Very good. Good.
Excellent.
Good mix, guys. We like this.
Okay, fantastic. So yeah, keep them coming with your answers. But yeah, sure for maybe there's a particular genre you don't like, and then the rest you probably watch depending on how you feel.
Absolutely.
Okay. So you can keep answering. Perfect. Keep answering. I'm just going to.
Yeah, absolutely, guys. Even if don't worry about because we know the answers come in a bit
This is
slowly.
more just guessing to practice. Ace. So what genre are these movies? Okay, what genre are these movies?
Yeah, so you guys tell us, okay? If you saw this poster or you saw this film, what genre is it?
Mm-hmm. And I'm just going to change the banner. What?
So yeah, we like I said, guys, we know that the answers come in slowly, so they'll. Okay, Florin says he thinks it's sci-fi. No, Florin, look closely. Maybe if you look a bit closer at the name of the film, it might be a bit clearer.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And also we had, we had also Leah said her favorite genres are comedy, art, and documentary. Uh, and Vincenzo said his favorite genre is thriller. Very nice. Okay. I would also give this a different name, this genre, from
What would
one that's not on our list.
Okay. What would you sorry, just Florin said, I think so yeah, it is. Sorry, I just saw that one. Yeah, I think it is a sci-fi because we need the subject. Sorry, Lisa, what were you saying?
Like, we talked about fantasy. Fantasy. I know it's not on this list, but potentially fantasy. Okay, fantasy.
Fantasy.
So yeah, so look at.
Yeah, I think so.
And look at the structure here as well. I think it's a or an. Okay, so this is the structure for answering. Okay.
Okay, good. Okay.
Okay.
Pasquale's got a good one here. I don't like, so we could say like I don't like the horror genre, even if I watched horror movies with my daughter. Very good. I'm a bit like Pasquale. I'm a bit like that sometimes with my girlfriend. She's a bigger fan of horror films than I am, but I'm starting to enjoy them more.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it just really depends if you get a good one. But yeah, there are a lot of terrible horror films out there.
There are.
Okay.
Okay.
Very good. So for Harry Potter, Leah has a good example. So I think it's a fantasy and magical. Okay, I think it's a fantasy.
Yeah, well, I think that's a good mix. Actually, I quite like that.
Yeah,
fantasy, magic. Yeah, I think that's a good one, Leah.
Really good.
Okay, this is DreamWorks film. Is this one How to Train Your Dragon? Yes, I never saw this one.
It's really good.
Is it really, Lisa?
I was surprised because I watched it with my niece and nephew when they were younger, and I was like, wow, this is actually a good one.
Okay. Well, Pasquale has jumped in and he says he thinks it's a cartoon.
Perfect. Okay, excellent. So cartoon, or as we said before, we can also say, I think it's an animated film.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. And also, and again, guys, if you want to be a bit more specific, because I know some of you do, we can say computer animated, because there's a difference between hand drawing animation and computer animation. We can be more specific if we want as well.
Yeah,
Vincenzo just saying, says bye, teachers. Alla prossima, at the next one. Very good. Thank you, Vincenzo. We'll see you at the next one too.
Yeah, I think he has to go back to work. I remember from before.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, because he has to leave to get back to or to return to work. So I think it's during his lunch he listens.
Cool.
Oh, wait! Now everyone's going. We're not going, guys. By the way, just to mention.
Yeah, I don't know if. Yeah, it's like, guys, it's not done. We still have another 15 minutes. Don't worry.
That's the problem. One person says goodbye and then everyone leaves.
Yeah, we're still here, guys. We've still got another 15 minutes to go. We're still here.
Exactly. So we might just look at this one here and then we'll go on to the next topic.
Yeah, because otherwise, just because of time. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I agree.
But this is a very famous film for sure. So what genre is this film, do you think, guys?
Overrated. That's the genre.
I was going to ask your opinion.
Too long, terrible script.
Famous? Yeah.
Why is it so famous?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I think because it had two very popular actors. It was released during the summer when everybody goes to the cinema. It's a very famous story. It's a love story. And it had these big special effects that that at the time were extremely impressive.
I suppose, yeah. And it has all those very famous moments that people talk about, like the really, really famous moments from it.
Exactly. Okay. Well, Pasquale says he thinks it's so Pasquale, that's really good, but just flip that, romantic drama. I would say.
Yeah.
I would just change it around to, I'm doing the same thing as you, Lisa, even with my camera off. I'm flipping my fingers
Yeah.
around. Romantic
Exactly.
drama.
Yeah, so we would just say, I think it's a romantic drama, but really good. Yeah, exactly. Perfect.
Okay.
Okay, so then to take a look here. A little bit of a quiz for some vocab.
Oh, yes, I remember. This is a good one.
So this is, so I think you guys can probably see it here.
Should we maybe,
so
just for this, should we make this a bit, no, it doesn't really make a difference, does it? Oh gosh, what have I done? Make Lisa huge. There we go. Sorry, that was me.
Yeah, that was strange. No, but I think if they're on a bigger screen than us, so I think they can probably see it better.
Okay, good. Okay, sorry about that.
Yeah. So does anyone know what are film times called?
Yes.
Okay, so when we talk about the film times for the cinema, does anyone know what they're called?
Yeah, so when you go and you look at, 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 7 o'clock, we talk about these times have a particular name. What are they? What would you say?
So, unfortunately, we don't have these at the moment, but
I know, this feels like a...
Okay. I think there's a couple different ways to call these as well.
Yes. I would call them, Lisa, I would call them showings or maybe screenings.
Okay. Okay, so screenings. That's interesting.
I think, yeah. Showings or screenings. I don't know if maybe screening is more American English. Even I'm not certain myself about that one. But I would probably say showings.
Yeah, another one we would say sometimes are the film listings. The listings?
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the listings. So don't worry, Leah's saying she doesn't see well. You don't have to read the picture. This is basically like if you search for cinema times, okay, film times in your area, this is just a picture of what comes up. So it's just to show that these are called the show times or the showings, and like we said, maybe screenings or listings.
Yeah,
so it's
don't worry.
That films are playing.
Yeah, don't worry too much if you can't see them. Just focus on, if you see in blue, there's the question, and then in red is the answer. So even if you don't see the examples, don't worry.
Exactly. And then this isn't too difficult, but what is a film called in the US?
Yeah, so I think Lisa and I, we've already used this word a couple of times, but would anybody like to try and tell us, what do we call a film in American English? Oh, Florine has to leave as well. What's happening? It's Friday. I guess everyone's just running away. Bye, Florine. Thank you.
Everyone was on lunch and now has to log back in for work.
I think that might be it.
So what is a film called in the US? So again, it's just another term that we use very commonly for film.
So
I think Leah and Pasquale, I think you're still with us.
Yeah, I think they're two of our stalwarts. They're sticking with us.
Yeah, hopefully. As soon as I say it, they'll disappear.
Yeah, probably. So guys, we would call it, maybe the answers are going to come flying through because of the traffic and the delay. Yeah. But we call it a movie. Okay? So movie is American English. Okay? We say a movie.
Perfect. Okay. And for these, because this is just more practicing the time. So we can just do it ourselves. So the time on this clock, it's either, so we can say 10:45 or we can say 11:15.
Yeah, whatever you prefer. Okay, but we do not say, what we do not say, guys, just to be clear, because I've had this before, we do not say 45 past 10. Okay, just to be super clear, because a couple of people in the past have asked me. Okay, I think Lisa maybe has frozen a sec, but I'm sure she'll come back in a minute. So yeah, Lisa, are you still there? Oh no, she's here. Okay, sorry, we lost.
If something happens. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can now. Sorry, Lisa, we lost you for a couple of minutes then.
Sorry, yeah, I'm going to turn off my camera because I think it's those problems with YouTube that are happening at the moment.
Sure. Yeah, Pasquale. Okay, yeah, because Pasquale's saying he can't see anything.
Okay, can you see the screen?
Yeah, guys, just if any of you are watching, could you please let us know if you can see the lesson? You should be able to see some times and the quiz time and the focus. Just let us know.
Okay, because maybe it's just me because I had to turn off my camera because YouTube has a lot of traffic at the moment, so it's having difficulty.
Yeah, but we'll persevere. You can see the times. Now, the other question, this is about payment, okay? This is about how we pay for not just cinema tickets, but things in general, okay? And it's asking you, you've got two examples there of different ways to pay, but we want to know, what do we call them?
So what do we call them? So the different ways that we pay. Perfect. Pasquale has it. Fantastic.
Well done. Very good, Pasquale. Yeah, cash or credit card. Well done.
Excellent. Okay, so clearly it's working. Okay, brilliant. Okay, so yeah, so that's just a tiny little quiz and also just a revision of practicing the different times. So like we have 8:30, we can also say 8:30. But I think you guys should have no problem with that. Okay.
Great.
Very good. So then, this is a conversation about buying tickets at the cinema. Okay, buying tickets at the cinema. So in this case, maybe we can ask the guys to put the conversation in order. So
yes,
just the letters
absolutely.
in order.
Yeah, so just just put you don't need to write out the conversation, obviously, guys. Just type in the comments box, put CAGF, etc. Take your time with it.
Yeah. So take a look at this. Put the letters in order. Okay, the letters in order. Okay, for the conversation. And in the meantime, maybe we can just read what we see, even though it won't make any sense. It won't make any sense at all.
No, but I mean, it's good. I think it's good also to hear just for some pronunciation as well.
Exactly. Okay, so do you want to read for the customer and I'll be the attendant?
Sure.
Okay, so here you are. Enjoy the show.
I'm paying with card.
Sure, which showing? Okay, are you paying with cash or card?
Hi, can I please have 2 tickets for Journey Home?
Hello, how can I help you?
7:30 p.m. please. So guys, this obviously makes no sense as a conversation, but
exactly.
what we can do is, as we said, put it in order.
Exactly. So we want to put it in the right order. Okay, in the right order for this conversation.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll just give you a little bit of time to do that. And I'm fixing the banner because I wrote it wrong.
Don't worry, I didn't even notice, Lisa. What did it say something originally?
No, it said for the conversation.
I did. Okay, I didn't even notice, so don't worry.
Yeah. I was reading it while we were talking. I was like, this doesn't make any sense. It's funny though as well, because obviously you can have a conversation like this, but a lot of the time now, I don't know about you, Liam, but I buy my tickets online as well.
Yeah, I mean, it depends. Obviously, it depends if you're planning to go to the cinema or you just decide on the moment to go to the cinema. But yeah, generally we book the tickets online. Although sometimes you still have to. It depends if you have to collect them. You may have to have a conversation. But
That's
it
true.
depends.
That's true. It really
But
just depends. Yeah.
yeah.
Fantastic.
All right, now, so
It's given us an
Pasquale,
answer.
yeah, okay, and so FECGDBA, and Leah says FECGDBA. Both of them have given us the same one.
Fantastic.
And I think we can reveal.
DB. Really good job.
All right, very good. Okay, I don't know, Lisa,
Excellent.
is there? Yeah, there we go. Sorry, I couldn't see. Yeah, there we go. So there's the. So Lisa, shall we read this out again, but this time in the correct order, just so everyone can hear it?
Exactly. I think probably in the correct order makes more sense. So I'll be the attendant again. Hello, how can I help you?
Hi, can I please have 2 tickets for Journey Home?
Sure, which showing?
7:30 p.m., please.
Okay, are you paying with cash or card?
I'm paying with card.
Here you are. Enjoy the show.
Fantastic. And guys, just on that last line from the customer, I'm paying with card. We can also say in English, you can say, I'm paying by cash or card as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what am I doing? Buying,
Exactly.
paying, excuse me, paying. Sorry. don't know why my mind's buying, yeah. So let me type it again. Yeah. I'm paying by cash or card. Okay, you can use buy as well.
Exactly. So we use both. And also just to mention, because I know it comes up a lot, when we say here you are, it's when you're giving something to someone. Okay, so
Yes.
Here you are. Or another one we use quite commonly, here you go. Here you go. So it's when you give something to someone. So in this case, they're giving the tickets. But also, for example, if you're giving someone a glass of water, a cup of coffee, we can say, here you are, here you go.
Yeah, both of those pretty much interchangeable.
Exactly. Because sometimes I think when you just when you see it written down, it seems strange because it's like, here I am. What?
Yeah, we don't use it in the same way.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so guys, we're almost finished for this lesson. Okay, we're almost finished the webinar. But please let us know if you have any final questions. Okay, please let us know.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for all of your comments. It's been great. We've had a lot of traffic on this one, which has been fantastic.
Yeah, really, really good. And it's nice to hear as well what films you've been watching and what types of films you like. But yeah, it's definitely I'm considering signing up for Disney Plus. Have you done it yet, Liam?
No, I haven't, but I've heard. Why are so many people signing up for it at the moment?
Well, it just got released.
Oh, I see. It's only just been released.
Yeah, so obviously that worked out very well for them. It's released when everyone is stuck at home.
I don't suppose they'll be making it free during this period.
Considering that Disney is a money grabbing corporation, I doubt it.
All right. Well, maybe I'll just stick to Netflix for now.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think Disney would have gotten where they are without charging for everything.
All right, guys. So thank you very much, everyone, for joining us today. We really appreciate it. And we will, sorry about some of the connection problems. It's just there's a lot of people online, obviously, at the moment. But thank you for those of you who stuck with us, and we will see you again soon.
Thanks, guys. Have a great weekend.
Thanks, guys. Bye. Have a great weekend.
Bye.